Messi drifts out there when he's not getting the ball. He drifts out on that right-hand side, and he comes inside. He goes and floats. He doesn't really play in any one position in many ways, but he will get out on that side. So, yeah, Davis is going to need some support there. If it's Winks from midfield, he's going to have to get doubled up. So I'd imagine Son will play out that side and really work hard defensively.
It's Hugo Lloris, who's back in the Tottenham team and back in the Tottenham team as captain, and Lionel Messi, who's the captain of Barcelona these days, with Andres Iniesta no longer with the club. In place of Vidal and Sergio Roberto, Lionel Messi comes in for Ousmane Dembele. There's a 100th appearance in the Champions League for Gerard Piqué. He won the trophy here back in 2011, along with Messi and Busquets.
The front foot as well, it might not pay off because how good this side are, playing between the lines and taking the ball under pressure, as we can see here.
It's a majestic ball by Messi. Jordi Alba, here's an opportunity straight away for Barcelona, that's thundered in by Felipe Coutinho. The finish was brilliant from the Brazilian. The initial through ball from Messi, quite sublime. Tottenham 0, Barcelona 1, and the worst possible start for Spurs at Wembley.
Well, those are the risks that you run when you try and play on the front foot, when you try and press this Barcelona side that are so gifted on the ball that they can pick a pass. They have all the options that they need. You know that Messi's going to drop into a more of a midfield area. That's not tight enough. And if you give him time, this is what he can do. He can really, really hurt you. I think the ball is brilliant. You'd like to slightly question maybe Trippier's position, but the ball is sensational for Messi. Really opens them up.
That's a wonderful ball. Trippier
for the first time since December 2016. It was Harry Winks who had Artur in there snapping at his heels. Now Messi on the move, caught there by Victor Wanyama.
Yeah, the early signs are not good for Tottenham. There's a couple of runs there that Luis Suarez has made. If the ball's better, he's in on goal. They're playing a very high line as well, which is so risky.
There's Ivan Rakitic. Now Messi.
It's a great example of Messi and the freedom he gets. He starts out on the outside of Davis.
There's Wanyama. Lionel Messi in there firmly on the left back. Here's Winks. Now Trippier. Foul there by Messi.
I just seen Messi there.
He didn't seem
doing his defensive duties on Trippier.
What I did have to...
There's no Jan Vertonghen tonight, which, when you look around the Spurs team, the likes of Dele Alli and Moussa Dembele and Christian Eriksen, all big performers who would have been needed on a night like this, but Tottenham have lifted themselves, having gone behind and starting to ask one or two questions of Barcelona.
Yeah, they seem to have settled down a little bit now. They're popping the ball around a little bit more freely. I'd like to see Wanyama, his first thought be forward a little bit more. It's a little bit negative.
At a time he spends standing still, and still seems to have an acre around him all the time. In goes the free kick, and that's headed up. Barcelona get it back again here. The work was being done defensively by Busquets on Mora that time.
The years.
You can see Busquets still being worked on the far touchline by the Barcelona medical team. Seems to be quite a severe massaging of the thigh stroke groin at the moment for the Messi. Looking to play Jordi Alba in. He needs support in the middle, and in fact he's going to be stopped because of the offside flag. Here's Messi. Clips it in towards Luis Suarez and then chested down to Coutinho. Danger still not away. Rakitic onto it. Oh, what a hit! What a goal by Ivan Rakitic! An outrageous volley by Rakitic. It's Spurs 0, Barcelona 2, and that's a special goal.
Well, it's a wonderful goal, and it's also a wonderful team goal. Although it's a wonderful technique. Look at the move, the ball from Messi when he just clips it into Suarez. Suarez, lovely little chest off, we'll see it in a minute. You think Coutinho is going to smash it in the
Stunning, stunning goal by a man who was such an important part of the Croatia team that did so well in the World Cup in the summer. It's his second goal of the season, and it's a real steep climb back for Tottenham now, even with over an hour of the game.
Area of scoring goals from distance, and you just show him why again.
Messi's got Suarez in. It's a fantastic ball by Messi. Suarez, inch perfect ball from Messi.
It's Messi the provider tonight, isn't it? And that's that high line.
Here come Barcelona the other way with Messi.
game's wide open.
Dario with a goal after 27 minutes. There's Lionel Messi for Barcelona. Jordi Alba. Coutinho is the target, Alderweireld in the way. Here's Messi. Busquets. Alba to Messi. And the first time finish straight at Lloris.
All the players.
There's Messi. Looking to nick it away from Davis. He's been able to do it. Now Luis Suarez. Angle tight.
You know what? He took an elbow to the face there, I think, Messi, and he's dribbling through.
Concerning times at the moment for Tottenham. 2-0 down and Messi coming forward. Deflection. And yeah, there's some Europa League football to tell you about tomorrow. Karabakh against Arsenal. That's from 5:15 on 2HD. At the same time, Lionel Messi.
There is a huge amount of space there, and he thinks, if I can get on the ball here, maybe I can have more shots from distance.
I think he swapped with Lamela. For me, Lamela's not a centre forward.
It's a yellow card there for Wanyama. For the challenge on Messi. The front two for Tottenham at the moment are Heung-min Son and Eric Lamela, and then it's that. Here's Messi. Artur. Messi. Semedo.
Feels like half the supporters are almost sat here in awe of this Barcelona side and what they're doing.
Yeah, he looks a really good player, Artur. He's like a mini Xavi. I know he's only 22, but he looks a replica of a Xavi.
And Suarez who's going to hit one. Messi floats one in here towards Coutinho.
A bit lazy as the ball was being set from Alderweireld. He's got to make sure he's onside.
Messi collides with Kieran Trippier. The decision's gone Barcelona's way.
I think he got the throwing in the first place. I'm not sure. I think Trippier may have just caught him in an unfortunate.
So we will see what the second half has in store for Tottenham Hotspur. Believe it or not, Spurs facing a Barcelona team tonight.
And they get faced up, they do look a little bit dangerous.
That's an excellent ball by Sergio Busquets, who got it forward quickly to Messi. He can glide away from Sanchez, and still Messi hits the post. Well, the initial run was fantastic, and when he pulled the trigger, I think most people inside Wembley thought 3-0 Barcelona.
Well, look at him, he's just passing the ball into the corner. He's beaten the keeper, Lloris. Just hits the post and comes back. But that's the problem Spurs have got. Messi sits out. Ben Davis has gone way forward, attacking down the left-hand side. We lose the ball in the centre of midfield and pop one pass out to Messi. He's running at you at pace, and that's the problem Spurs have got. When do they get engaged? When do they throw people forward? Yeah, he's just having a fight with the ball, isn't he?
Here's a man who can make an impact in a hurry. Messi's away from Wanyama. Next on the agenda, Alderweireld, and he hits the same post from just about the same position. Lightning strikes twice at Wembley. Artur, now Messi. Threads one through towards Jordi Alba, and good goalkeeping this time by Lloris.
It's brilliant play again from Messi. When he's dribbling here, he's so smart. He knows Wanyama wants to use his power, but he puts his body right in line. Alderweireld did well again, showing him that one side, but
here's Harry Kane. It's Harry Kane! It's Tottenham!
Barcelona side, they got the experience and they'll respond, but that'll give Spurs a lot of confidence.
Here's Messi. Might have been. Here's Artur for Barcelona, into Messi. Spotted the run from left-back of Jordi Alba. Here's Coutinho, leaves it for Suarez, and Messi! And this time he squeezes the ball in. And in the blink of an eye, the two-goal lead restored for Barcelona, and restored by the little magician Lionel Messi. It's Tottenham 1, Barcelona 3.
You know, sometimes, Fletch, you just have to applaud brilliance. You really do. He has orchestrated absolutely everything that has been brilliant about Barcelona this evening. From deep positions, from high up, he's hit the post twice, and you can't say he doesn't deserve his goal, because he does. He's been absolutely brilliant. How many times have we seen him play this ball, and it's who's going to pick him up now? The communication, again Suarez playing his part, allowing the ball to go into someone in a better position, and the coolness and the calmness to slot it away. I mean, we've said on numerous occasions it's been a tough evening for Spurs, but it's been an absolute pleasure watching him.
Well, that's his 104th goal in the Champions League. It's his 9th goal in 9 matches so far this season, and it's his 551st for Barcelona. And tonight he's making his 647th appearance. Every number you look at, every performance you see, he's from another planet at times, Glenn, isn't he?
Well, he certainly is, obviously, and that looked easy, but when you're running at full tilt, to adjust yourself and play a ball first
to the left-back position. Here's Messi.
They can have that rotation and do it so well that they're all over the place. They move because they keep the ball, entice you in. Messi just picks up positions to go and get the ball. And when they're in this mood, they're so...
It's camp in, park the bus and try and break us down.
There's a problem when he picks up the ball in this kind of space, threads it through to Suarez. And Lloris went down and held on to it. It's been virtually unplayable, Glenn, in these kinds of positions tonight.
There's the run. Suarez knows it's going to be delivered. That's different as well. When a centre forward knows the ball's going to come, just couldn't generate the power.
Here's Lionel Messi. Side flag up against
that from Harry when he drops in there, but then he looked to get in behind. Davis didn't quite find him, but sometimes drop in there and he stays in there for me too long. But he made a fantastic
4th goal in the season. Lloris under all kinds of pressure from Suarez, and then Messi looking to latch onto it. Messi in. Alderweireld, brilliant tackle. Jermaine Genius is sat next to me holding it in his hands. He can't believe what he's seeing here.
I mean, one part of it is absolutely brilliant from Lloris, kind of getting his mate out of trouble. But at this point, I'm kind of saying, just let Toby Alderweireld deal with it now. I don't know what you're trying.
So open the game now, isn't it? Here's Messi. Suarez trying to get the equaliser. Especially when this fella's got the ball.
Well, that's the point, isn't it? If you're in a little bit above Barcelona, just give it to the Magic Man.
There's Coutinho, Semedo, Messi.
Realistically, you know, the tension shouldn't be there. The game should be, you know, dead and buried from Barcelona's point of view. But you got to give Spurs credit. You really have. They've maintained it.
Suarez to Messi. Coutinho away by Davins.
At full speed, running in at a one-touch finish like that was absolutely superb. He's been brilliant tonight, as good as you've seen him, and he's so close to getting his 43rd.
Now Messi. Suarez has drifted out wide. Messi always in support. And Sergio Busquets, and now Lionel Messi. Here's Messi. Wins the foul.
Have you noticed over the last probably 10 minutes we've not mentioned Messi? And I think when you don't mention it...
Harry Kane challenged by Vidal. Here's Messi. Now Lucas Moura. Messi with a foot in and Piqué with the clearance. Loose ball picked up by Messi, who for once didn't find the intended target due to a very acrobatic header by Ben Davis. Real battle there between Messi and Alderweireld.
Yeah, real battle. I mean, you can't question, you know, the Spurs players' desire in this second half. You know, their will to try and get back in this game, to keep their heads up, to keep pushing forward.
Almost nicked it ahead of Sissoko. Little dummy by Suarez. Messi can finish it at Wembley and does. Lionel Messi, 2nd goal tonight, and he is so clinical for Barcelona. And in the last minute of the 90, Messi gets his 2nd goal, and it's Tottenham 2, Barcelona 4.
I'm sorry, but Lloris, there's a minute to go. Tottenham need a goal. What is he doing? Passing to Trippier. Trippier then plays it down the corner, and Sissoko has got to be strong and hold the ball up. It's absolutely ridiculous. Obviously, Messi, it was an easy goal, but the ball goes into Sissoko. He's got to keep his body in between man and ball and protect the ball. And we just give... Look, Lloris should go long. It's the last minute of the game. There's the protect. You've got to protect that. You've got to be stronger. And suddenly they're open. And Messi, well, you can't give him that time and space. He's going to take that.
Yeah, I mean, It's not great from Spurs, last minute of the game. You want to give yourself an opportunity, but what about Luis Suarez again? How many more dummies can you throw to give your star man, the one-on-one? His awareness around him, Luis Suarez, is sensation. It might explain why he's not maybe scoring as many goals as we're used to hearing or seeing him score.
And a majestic performance tonight from the Barcelona captain Lionel Messi. 2 goals and 2 more shots that came back off the Tottenham post. It was a masterclass, a virtuoso performance by the little magician from Tottenham. Harry Kane with a goal back for Spurs, which gave them hope, and Eric Lamela likewise was a man who could raise the temperature inside the stadium. Coutinho was the man who got the ball rolling very early, inside a minute and a half for Barcelona. But it was a night where the Spanish giants came, scored their goals, took 3 points in the Champions League, and lit up Wembley Stadium with some scintillating football. And the full-time score here tonight in Champions League Group B, Tottenham Hotspur 2, Barcelona 4.
Well, another night of absolute magic from Lionel Messi. A masterclass, really, wasn't it? Some incredible dribbling, incredible passing, goal scoring, hit the woodwork on a couple of occasions, and overall a mesmerising performance. A terrific effort from Tottenham. Harry Kane, another excellent goal.